This is the story of how I chose a leathered quartzite countertop and why it actually wasn't my original choice. Here's what my kitchen and the countertops look like for reference. To tell this story, we need to go back to November of 2022. My husband and I were about to start the process of our kitchen remodel. We had plans made up and we had our inspiration together. Our biggest inspiration was the bar area of the Silver Lake Pool and Inn in LA. If you know, you know. Loved the like greenish countertops that they had in the bar. We preferred to go with something natural, but honestly, we were open to like anything that matched the look. We ended up at this like stone remnant yard. They had this quartzite breccia that was more interesting than anything that we had seen before. So we decided to put a deposit down on it. We moved forward with starting our renovation, starting demo. A few months later, I called the stone yard and I was like, hey, can I pick it up? Is it ready to be like manufactured, you know, by my fabricator? The owner of the stone yard was like, yeah, we don't have that anymore. I was freaking out because, you know, I thought I had the whole countertop selection process behind me, and I'm still like shocked, honestly, that we put money down on this and they still sold it out from underneath us, but water under the bridge now. Went back to the drawing board. We decided that we still wanted a statement stone, but we started to look for other options that were a little bit more muted. We looked at quartz, we looked at granite, we looked at like literally everything. I was just like going to every stone yard, wandering around, seeing what caught my eye, because I felt like what I was looking for was so specific. We were close to settling on some soapstone. We weren't like extremely excited about it, but it had some of the movement and the dimension and the texture that we were looking for. I was just nervous about the durability. Soapstone, some people rave about it, but some people just, you know, it's a nightmare. While we were at the stone yard, we walked past this piece of quartzite. And it was called a grenadine quartzite, and they had a polished version and they had a leathered version. It was around the same price as the soapstone. It was maybe slightly more expensive, but pretty comparable. You know, that was like it. We were like, well, do we just go for it? Because it had been several months of looking at this point and nothing felt quite right. So we went ahead and put a hold on it. It was installed and I didn't really know what to expect with a leathered finish. The quartzite is super durable. The finish is amazing. It hasn't stained at all. And we have not been precious with this countertop, you know, like if lemon juice gets on it, like we clean it up eventually, but it's not like we have to like baby it all the time. I would recommend it if you can find it. It's kind of a bit more of a specialty item, but I would just check in with your local stone yard. So all in all, our countertops were honestly kind of a happy accident. It did not go into this kitchen renovation expecting to have leathered quartzite countertops by the end of it, but I'm so happy that we did. They're so durable. They look great, like they'll last for years and years to come. It's a statement, but it's still natural because the stone, the qualities of the stone are all still there. So hopefully that's helpful.